Well, we just got out here. I slept a little bit too late. First fish of the day is Hawaiian cichlid. That's how you know I was tired, because I slept past the time I usually do. But I've been out here smacking these fish for 3 days in a row. 6 to 2 o'clock in the afternoon usually, so it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and put you in my backpack and start recording. First off, let me get my other phone out. Alright. I hope you guys are ready to look at the lake today. So that's gonna be your view. I've only been out here for like 3-4 minutes now. I came out here, set up my stuff. About to throw a pole out and realized I left all my bait at the house, so I had to leave all my shit here and run to the house real quick. And then, yeah, I just came back, cast out one time, dude, and caught a Hawaiian cichlid. See if we can't catch some more fish. I see somebody in the boat down there. I usually don't see. No water. So they must have got out here pretty early because I'm actually 2 hours late to my usual time being out here. Before I cast this out, I'm gonna get a drink of water. So I'm gonna set my dough right here. So if not, if I throw it out right there, then they can strike it when I'm not looking. Well, today's a beautiful day. Thankful to be alive. And I'm thankful I can go fishing. I was not gonna fish today. I'm not even gonna lie to nobody. But I was like, you know what? Ain't got nothing to do. Might as well. I know y'all saw that. He popped off at the last second. Alright. Let's call a tiny female bluegill. Alright. I can tell by the breastplate color. The yellow ones are girls and darker ones are boys. Alright. So let's serve them another biscuit. And again, this is just Bisquick I baked in the oven with a little bit of water and some seasoning and shit. I usually use it as dough to fish with dough, but I've been realizing bread works better. So if I can use bread, I will. And all I did was bake the Bisquick. It's a little bit dry, but to be honest with you, I used off-brand Bisquick and it's not the same. And I didn't use milk like it told me to. I just used water, so it kind of didn't combine that well, but it still works. The only thing that I do not like about making my own bread is I don't knead it enough to where it forms gluten. I don't let it rise, so it kind of, I don't know, hard to stay on the hook sometimes. You have to put the right amount of dough on there, all that shit. But if you buy a loaf of bread from the store, you'll have no problems, dude. But I'm just trying to make do with what I have. I could either not fish for like a week and a half, or I could fish every day and just try my luck with different shit, which is I think what I'm gonna do. Because I like to fish. There's nothing else for me to do. And it feeds me, so fuck it. I'm gonna serve y'all same thing I served at Hawaiian cichlid, a piece of dry oat on top of the water bread. Right. See if y'all eat it. Came right off the hook when I put it in the water. Do it again. Let's get a piece that's not as falling apart though. Crumbly, I should say. If you can hide the hook into a piece of dough like this or bread, A bigger fish will smack that bitch. But just because I knew something like this was bound to happen, dude. I made loaves of bread last night, or dough balls, whatever you want to call it. This shit I'm using. I was gonna go to sleep. It was like 12 o'clock in the morning, which I was up an hour or two extra than I usually am. And I was about to go to sleep, and I was like, "Fuck! If I want to hit that dock early in the morning, I gotta make sure I have everything ready." And I sat there and thought to myself for a minute. I said, "I'm good to go." And I went to lay down, put my do-rag on, passed the fuck out, and my eyes opened up. I said, "Hey, got any bait?" And I had to sit there and make my own shit for a little bit, but other than that, it was cool. Oh, you fucker! Nope, fucking no. I almost had that. I hate that shit. Do not do that to my fucking fishing pole. Nothing will piss me off quicker in the fucking world than that. Get the absolute fuck off my fishing pole. That's why I stopped using my fishing pole with braided line, dude. I'd rather throw the whole fucking pole in the water than try to even untangle a braided line knot. I'll just cut that bitch and restring it. If you want to do that shit, feel free, but I'm not fucking going to do it. So. It ain't worth it in my opinion. I don't even use that fucking line. It's on my fishing pole behind me right now. And fucking a top lure on it, top water lure, but I don't use it because it snags my rod more than fish. So I had to stop using that green fucking 6-pound test line. That shit was invisible and it'd snag everything. Alright. It's on camera. Bluegill, decent sized. Okay. Look at that. My bad. We caught you, bud. So it does work, dude. It's just a little bit of finesse. I'm not gonna lie to you with the dough I'm using because it's not that good, honestly. But for homemade, it is what it is. I can't be mad about it. It's homemade. I'm not a baker. Sorry, I'm putting my fish on my string right now. Okay, we're good to go now. But I'm an easy man to fucking appease, man. As long as simple, stupid shit doesn't piss me off. The bobber thing, I'm cool. But that shit, yeah, that shit'll piss me off because, like, why? Why are you doing that? I'm not gonna get mad and fucking hit shit, but it's like, come on, dude, what the fuck? You're gonna be sitting here complaining. That's what I'll sit there and complain the whole fucking time until it's done. And once it's fixed and done, I'll be like, alright, we're cool. And I'm trying to work on that shit because I know it's probably not something anybody wants to hear. I met somebody like that, dude. They were like always right and never wrong. You know what I mean? It's one of those people. And they're like insufferable to be around, bro. Like, I don't even want to be around that person. Because they never shut the fuck up. And they always think they're right. Which is annoying as fuck. Especially when you know what you're talking about. And you're like, no, you're wrong. It's like, bro, if you only know how stupid you are, you'd know. But you're a jackass, so. And they get offended and try and fight you. It's like, oh, fuck your ass up. But you don't even know about that. I'll leave you alone. I'll keep you a little bit of think you're tough. I love when old people do that shit. It's like you realize you're old as fuck, right, boy? I'll ring that bell so damn hard you forget what war you're on, bitch. You ain't got no respect. You damn right I don't, boy. I don't know you. I'm gonna treat you the same respect you treat me. Old ass slow boy. I wonder who that is over there. I mean, he's clearly on his dog, but I've never seen him before. He's wearing a pink t-shirt, which I don't got a problem with, breast cancer and everything, wearing it, but I just ain't never seen the guy before. But for real, we're gonna have a good day. Been looking over some of my footage. I've been getting some really good content out here lately. And just because it's been full length and actually documented, dude, like you guys, some of you know, some of you probably don't know. Most of my footage does not get documented. Either gets deleted or a whole bunch of shit. I had to go through my phone on both my phones and delete a whole bunch of stuff. And then I went and I was like, why is it still not working, dude? And then I clicked on external memory because I've done it before, it never worked. And it said that shit was completely full. I formatted that SD card. I didn't even look what was on it. And since I've done that, I'm fine. And then I was like, oh, okay, cool. I have another SD card. I put that bitch in my other phone. So that while I'm out here recording, if my recording is too long, what will happen is it will literally just cancel and go to the next one. It will end the fucking video and record another video immediately. And that's why it's kind of hard because I'll be talking about certain shit in one of my videos and it'll skip to another video and then I gotta find out where the rest of my conversation is in another half of a video on my phone. So I don't even upload that. It's like, fuck it. But we're out here fishing, having a good time. Oh, don't be doing that, boy. You popped it and let it go. You didn't take the dough. Oh, it's alright though. Sometimes that'll happen. I'm more like, damn it. It look like they're having too much luck down there. I see that lady walking all over the place. Y'all probably can't even see her. I'm glad y'all can't see her. I like to give people around a little bit of privacy if I can. But that lady walks everywhere, dude. And she's a sweet lady, I'm not gonna lie. She does a lot of stuff for a lot of people around this trailer park that can't do nothing. And needless to say, they pay her, but that's not, here nor there. And nothing in life's free. But she gets paid a couple dollars here and there to take care of old people in the 55 and up community I live in. But she's one of the sweetest ladies I've actually met. But her appearance, dude, if you could judge a book by its cover, I wouldn't even walk up to this lady. You can tell she even had a rough life, you know what I mean? If you know what I mean. But she is one of the sweetest ladies I think I've talked to that's old. She's just nice. You know one of the females that call you sweetheart? I'm like, I don't know how to feel about that. But it's just because we from the South. Like, she usually says that when her boyfriend's right there, and I ain't trying to go through none of that weird shit. So I just kind of walk off. point being, I was gonna go over to them and see if they need some help because they're not catching nothing. And from where I'm looking, it looks like they're using minnows. Oh, ooh, she did get a bite. Look at that. I love how I'm watching somebody else fish instead of fish. Come on, cast that bitch out again. Oh, you actually got a good cast that time, Linda. Fuck yeah. I'm baiting my hook watching somebody else fish. It's crazy. I'm wait. She fishes just the same way I do with a bobber. I'm waiting for that bitch to pop and see what she get. She a little bit away from me. If y'all are wondering, over there. Alright, it's looking like it's time to switch to the next pole. Pull you up a little bit. Ooh, just pop it off that immediately. I guess it's not time to switch to the next pole. What it is time is to get some actual real bread. I mean, I just proved it to you on footage. It will work, but it's not the best of homemade bread. If you want to use bread, buy fucking bread. Unless you're a baker, they make bread, but who's going to waste homemade bread on fishing? In my opinion, this shit ain't even bread. It's like fucking... It's like that shit the fucking Australian people eat. The original ones. You like throw on coils and on coals and shit. That's pretty much essentially what I got, but it's not made at all the same way. Their shit's made with like seeds and stuff. Mine's just Bisquick. But I made it the same way. It's supposed to be just something I could throw into a jar and have in my bag and just eat a piece of this bread or whatever you want to call it and drink a little bit of water and be fine while I'm fishing. But that's not how it worked out. You set? No, we're not. Oh, okay. I didn't set the hook too hard or anything, but that's the second. It might be the same fish. The second fish I done pulled into the air and I'm like, nope, and dropped off. What it could be is that fish I released the other day, and I couldn't get the hook out, so I pulled it from its eye socket out, and its eye didn't come out or anything, but it hooked right behind the socket, where like the skin's at, and I touched it and everything. It didn't hit its eye. I couldn't get it out, so I just pulled it out, but it like ripped. So I'm hoping that's not what that is. Oh, you are correct. I have a jar in my bag with a little piece of dry bread I can use. This doesn't work. Fuck yeah. If you hear me talking and randomly bring out an outburst, it's because I'm continually thinking in my head about random shit. And then that's, yeah. Alright. Time for this pole. Ah, okay. I was a little right. Sometimes the fish will get skittish, like I said, and they'll wait to where they think that you're not looking at the pole. They're smarter than you give credit for, and they'll snag that bitch when you're not. I've noticed if I have two poles, they've gotten used to the sound. This sounds crazy of me putting my pole down. That as soon as I put my other pole down, they'll snag the one I'm not holding. It's weird as fuck. Like literally, as soon as I make the sound of me putting my rod on the dock, it'll snag that bitch. They're like, you gotta be kidding me. That's some asshole shit, dude. They're smarter than people give credit for. gonna talk a little bit louder in this video because I was watching the one from yesterday and I couldn't hear much of myself talking because I don't know why. Maybe it's because the microphone's on the ground, I don't know. All I know is if I go home and I still can't hear the audio in my video, I'm gonna start using my Turtle Beach microphone again. Because at least that way that picks up on everything. Alright. Look at that. On camera. Again. I know I keep saying that, but the reason I say that is for the longest time I caught fish. And no matter what, I could not get that shit on camera. I'd be recording and it'd turn off as soon as I catch a fish. Or my fucking memory card would die as soon as I catch a fish. So I'm catching all these fish for my YouTube channel, but I got no footage of me catching these fish for my YouTube channel. So that's kind of fucking stupid. And it wasn't making me upset, it was just like causing me to be like, what the fuck, dude? Oh. Pretty good. Setting fish. I heard that song fucking forever, dude. I don't drink it anymore, so pretty good. Drinking beer. Mary Jane. I'm in love with Mary Jane. She is my name. Oh, you know, I do have two phones, two cameras. Let's set up two angles. Let's record twice at the same time. I mean, just for like if I get a better angle at certain things. Alright, so we're gonna run a video parallel. As I'm recording this one video that y'all hearing, I have my other phone running in my camera pocket, looking right at me, so that if I find I get better footage on one of them. Oh, my SD card's from this one. You know what, that is right, I didn't do a whole, I have, my bad, a whole day's worth of content on my phone that I did not even upload yesterday. I didn't edit it, I got home and I was tired. And I literally made my food and went to take a nap. Took a little bit of a nap, was hanging out, you know. My friend came over, I ain't seen him in about 3 or 4 days. And I was jamming so hard on my headphones and just having a good time that the motherfucker knocked on my door like the police. I swear, for 20 minutes, and I didn't even know. And he called me and was like, yo, where the fuck are you at? And I was like, I'm at the house. He's like, I was at your house banging on your fucking door, like, hard as fuck, bro. And I was like, oh, my bad. I took my headphones out, and I could hear my TV. I couldn't even hear my TV was on. I was using these headphones. I think they're like Bose earbuds, dude, and they just block out everything. I was fucking playing GTA 5, jamming out, you know what I mean? Because I'm bored. And at nighttime, I ain't got nothing to do and no one to talk to, so I just go in the house and play games. Or I'll watch YouTube videos, or, you know, I'll watch shit like that. But usually I play a game because it takes up the time the most. You know, I'll get to a point where it's, you know, it's pretty late at night and then I can go to sleep because I know I'll wake up around the time I can go fishing. But yeah, I checked. Still no word on the applications and everything I've been putting in. I gotta go check my mail today. I've been checking it, but I'm waiting for my ex-wife to send me some divorce papers. It's pretty much all I'm waiting on right now in the mail. Other than that, yeah, man, having a good old time. She got a hold of me and was like, hey, well, not really, not her mom. I blocked her. This is one of them females. And I'm not trying to talk about my ex, but it's one of them females you gotta block or else you continually talk to. You just got something about her, I don't know. But yeah, dude, I had to literally block her. Her mom though is alright, I guess. But anyways, her mom got a hold of me because I blocked her, and she was like, "Hey, you get the papers yet?" And I was like, "Nah, I've been checking the mail every day. Trust and believe I want this shit over with. You know what I mean?" And she goes, "You know, I hear you." And I was like, I ain't trying to make it harder for her at all because at the end of the day, I'm healed. I'm over her ass. So I ain't gonna be one of the men that's toxic compared to her exes. Like shit's stupid to me. So I just, fuck it. So I said, yeah, no, I ain't got nothing in the mail yet, but I said I do have kind of an issue with my mail, being as I live in my mom's place and it's a 55 and older community, and if my name's not on the lease, I don't deliver my mail. But I went up there and talked to the lady in the office and told her what was going on. So she told me she was gonna put my mail in the mailbox. But that's neither here nor there. So I've had people tell me that before, and I still don't get my mail. So it is what it is. But I have gotten mail. I just gotta go up to. They have, because I live in a park, dude. They have this interception where the mailman doesn't deliver your mail to your mailbox. We have a shared mailbox in this area, like a room where everyone's got their own mailbox and it's got an input and an output. So they drop the mail off at the office, and then the manager, which is fucking crazy, is supposed to take the mail and take it to mailboxes and deliver the mail for everybody. Well, the manager's not here because he runs other parks. So a few days a week, the mail just sits out, up by the office in a bin. And they got cameras up there. And after me not getting my mail for a while, I ordered a Cash App card. I walked my happy ass up there and found my mail sitting in a box. And she wrote, "Does not live at this address" on my mail. And I'm not gonna lie, I got kind of ignorant. There's a camera right there. I said, "Look, you stupid bitch." I said, "I've been living here for 2 fucking years." I said, "You done gave me my mail when it was my food stamp card, but you won't give me my mail when it's a bank card. How the fuck am I supposed to do anything?" I said, "This is my name. I live at this address. If you want to call the cops, call the cops." I said, "But give me my fucking mail." And yeah, that's pretty much how that went. And I took my shit and left. And I still haven't got any mail in my name yet in the box. But because it's Sunday and she's not here, and they delivered the mail yesterday, but won't come pick up the outgoing mail, I probably have a chance of finding it in the box. But I don't have a chance of finding it in my mailbox. It's fucking stupid. And I was gonna fucking call the police because the manager before her was returning my mail, dude. And I had proof of I changed my address and everything legally. I was getting mail sent to me, but she was returning it because she didn't want me to have it. She said, "Oh well, you're not even supposed to be here." I said, "I don't give a fuck what I'm supposed to be, bitch. That's just my mom's mailbox. She told me I could use that to get my food stamps card because I'm homeless. How are you gonna try me?" "Oh, you don't live here." I said, "Bitch, yeah, I do." So then I started working on getting this thing because my mom's disabled, so where I can start taking care of her because she ain't supposed to be walking. And legally, they can't tell me I can't live here. So it's like, fuck you. But some people are just bitter. And I hate being ignorant to people. But if you want to treat me with disrespect, bro, we can go the same fucking route. I do not give a fuck. And that shit will happen quick, Nick. Quick. Quick. I don't give a fuck. I ain't stupid though. I ain't gonna have my mom kicked out, but like, fuck that. She could do shit anyway. She don't work here no more. She got fired because she wasn't doing her job. Everybody was complaining that stupid bitch wasn't doing her job, and she wasn't. Nobody was getting their mail. Nobody was cutting the grass. Nobody was ever in the office to talk to for maintenance. How are you gonna run a park and not do anything besides sit inside? Dude, if I was a fucking trailer park supervisor, rest in peace, Jim Leahy. If I was a trailer park supervisor, bro, that shit would be awesome. Fuck do you mean? I'd just be riding around on my golf cart, fucking smoking blunts all day, helping people out. And again, Florida, medical marijuana license. They ain't shit they can save. I'm on fucking private property right now, bitch. That's what I would do. And as somebody that was bigger, that lost some weight, that's still a little bit bigger.